Hello and welcome back to another CSS battle. This one is battle number 56 and it's called Skull. Now I'm a little disappointed with myself because I'm trying to learn a new CSS property and I think this would be a pretty good example for using it, but as I said, still learning it, so I can't quite put it into practice yet. The property is called webkit-box-reflect, and the idea is basically I would have only created half a skull, and then I would have used this reflex property to generate the rest of it. I think that would have been a really good method. A few questions around that though is, would it work with CSS battles, especially if I do it across, well, I am using Chrome right now, but if I used Firefox, for example, would CSS battles still allow that to work? That would be interesting to find out. Without using that property, I think I'm just going to go fairly simple and do an element for each kind of main area. Let's just quickly zoom in and have a look so it's a little bit closer. So what I'm thinking is an element for this top part of the skull with a pseudo element for the eyes, another element for the jaw, and that would have one pseudo element for the nose. So that's two elements already. And then the third and final element would be this tooth gap thing. And yeah, it's pseudo element before and after to fill in the rest. And I think that'll be fairly straightforward. It's just not going to be a very good scorer. I think it would be quite accurate, but a lot of code. So yeah, there's probably better ways, but right now I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. Like I say, a bit of a shame. I'm still working on this box reflect. Hopefully I'll have it down before the next CSS battles video. So let's dive in. I am just going to do like I, J, and K. Oops. I, J. I'm not awake yet this morning. Let's put K. No, we'll do that, yeah. So that should be fine. I want to do a body tag, target that, and I'll probably put it as display flex because then I can center it and make sure all the elements are like close together. Let's put the background in. Oh, it always be, I'm used to clicking like tab to autocomplete, but it's enter here. Background of that. So display flex. Flex direction, I want it in column. I would, what am I doing? Flex. I need more coffee. Flex direction. Column. Align items. Center. Justify. Content. Center. Justify content. Justify items. See which one works. And this will just become I, J, and K for now. Let's just make these a lot smaller. Yeah, it's justify items. Oops. Oh, I need to put a height on, don't I? I always forget that with flex. Height 100, view, height. Why can't I center it? I've totally forgotten how to use flex. There we go. Okay, background. I will put this as the background, even though for the teeth, it will be the black background again. But for now, I'm just leaving it like that because I want to add in position, position, relative on each of these. Because, as I said, pseudo elements are going to be happening. And I don't know if I can do that much else across all of them. I might come back to it. But one thing I can do, since I'm going to use a lot of pseudo elements, is just target the before and after right now. Give it a content of nothing, a position of absolute. And that should be fine. So everything, repeating myself a little bit less, keep the code slightly dry. Let's target the I one first, and this obviously needs to be a little bit wider. So we'll put it as a width. What's 100 pixels look like? A bit more than that, 120. 120 looks fine. And the height. height. So I might change this height to 0 for now. Height. What do I want it as? 50 pixels? That is not enough. Try 100. I'll put a border radius on now. 50 pixels. 50 pixels, so it curves around the top. And it's got a little bit of a curve on the bottom. Try 10 pixels, 10 pixels. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Let's go for the J element and put on a height there, just so things will shift up a little bit. Height 30 pixels. And it's getting closer. It's not quite right, is it? This. Increase this. Oh, that's a bit more of a curve. Is it 30 pixels? Try 40? I think that is that too much? Yeah, that's definitely too much, isn't it? 20. But it looks like it's shifted. So let's do like margin. Negative 10 pixels. How's that looking? Closer, closer. Too much, isn't it? 5. So it's going to be a little bit fiddly. That's good, that's good. Yeah, the top head looks nice now. The jaw definitely needs increasing. I'll put that as 30. And put this down. Yeah, 0 now. Great. Width. What do we want the width to be? 60, 75, not 750. That's huge. Huge. That might be a little bit more, actually. 80. Yeah, and then we can put the border radius on again. Nice. Border radius. So it's going to be 0, 0. Try 20 pixels, 20 pixels. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, looks good. Looks good there. Let's get K into the picture. I'm going to put this background on as green for a second, just so I can see it. And I want a height, say 20 pixels. And the width is obviously not going to be the same. Width 10 pixels. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Top negative 10 pixels. Oh, but it's like shifted it, hasn't it? Because of, yeah. There we go. It's actually almost lined up as well. I think 11. No, that's too much. Do that in a border radius. Border radius of, just keep it as 10 pixels. Let's have a look. I think that would be quite good if I put the background as the actual background. Slight line I can see. That's just gonna, I'm pretty happy with that. Slight shift, but yeah, that will work. That will work. Okay. Now I need to do the before and after. So I before and I after. These are going to be the eyes. Border radius 50%. Yeah. And I need the background color. You could probably put the background color here, couldn't I? Let's see. 50 pixels and width of 50 pixels. position. I've got position absolute. Top 80%. Left 0. Why is that not showing up? What have I done wrong? Position absolute. Position relative. I before, I after. It's got a closing tag. Up. Oh, I always absolute. Right. Okay. Let's do bottom. I think bottom would be easier. 7 pixels. Okay, the circle's too big. Put it down to 40. Looks good there. And then left. 15 pixels. Spot on. So then I just need to change the left for the after. Left. What's that going to be? 20 pixels? Nope, a lot more than 20. $65. Great. Okay, I can put this back to the actual color. Well, no, I'll leave it for now because then I can see the nose. And the nose is on the jaw. Jaw is... Ooh, I'm just thinking. So that's going to need a... do after. It's going to do another border radius here. But the teeth also need a border radius, so I'm not sure if I can put it in there. I might be able to put this one in here, and then I'll update the teeth one. So I can remove that. That's fine. Height, we'll try 15 pixels and width 15 pixels. Left. How wide is it? How wide did I make this? That's too much. How's that looking? How's that? Oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay, so bigger, and it also needs to go to a negative top slightly. So bigger, 20, 25 too much? Yeah. Try 20. Should be okay. Top negative 5 pixels. 7, 8, or 9. 9. So it's slight wobble you can see going on. There's something not quite right. Overall, it's looking fairly decent so far. And then finally, got K before and after, because I need 2 of them. And after, this is where I need to change the border radius. It's just this one, isn't it? Icon. Copy that. Probably just don't need the top as negative 10. Left, negative 10 pixels. 15 pixels. That's looking good. And then the final one. And update the left to 15 pixels. Change this back to the good color. Let's have a look. Submit it. Come on. Okay. 615. So I've got 100% match. Let's just have a little look what can be done. So, I mean, you can get rid of white space like normal. Position relatives fine. That's fine. Let's just tidy all this up. It's to some degree anyways. I don't like getting rid of all the white space. I'm happy how these ones are looking. Well, they did quite well. Get rid of that. That's fine. That's fine. So height and width. Updating the length. Yeah, left, not length. Width, that's fine. I was thinking here, would 100% be better? But no, it's exactly the same. Can I just write 100? Can't remember if you can. Yeah, you can. Don't need the... Oh, you can just write the numbers without pixels. So that saves a little bit. So if I could... I mean, that is a dirty, dirty cheat, that. No, let's undo that. I don't want to do that. Nah, that... I think you should be a bit specific with your units. Good, I don't think that will improve the score much, but let's try. 625. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks fairly decent. As I said, slight wobble going on. Hopefully you can see that on your screens. I'm not just going mental. But yeah, overall pretty good. So it was quite nice to get back into doing a CSS battles. I've been doing quite a bit on my React CV builder, which I've been coding live actually, if you want to go check that out. So keep an eye on my channel for when I'm going live to do that. I try to keep it as up to date as I can. But let me know what you thought of this challenge. How did you go about it? Did you try that webkit-box-reflect? If you did, please let me know how it went. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. I hope you all have a nice day, and I will catch you later.